Hello, my name is Ariel Johannes. I am the Solutions Engineer of ETHOSystems. Today I'm going to be taking you on a little tour of Sage HCM. Sage HCM has a direct integration with Sage Intacct Construction. So we'll be talking about some of those areas and how they sync back and forth to one another. Sage HCM is an HR and payroll platform. So it does have some really great benefits here. This is kind of a Facebook-like landing page. So I'm able to interact with everyone in my company, talk about any upcoming anniversaries, birthdays, upcoming events for training, as well as any new hiring that you might be doing within your company. You're able to do recruitment as well as learning and development, as well as performance reviews. Not only can you do payroll, but you can also track time in here. So here in this black menu, you can see this is where I can look at my pay stubs. I can see my benefits, see any upcoming learning that I need to do, check performance reviews, recruitment, career, employment, etc. Today, I'll be going into more in depth on the timesheets and how the timesheets sync with Sage Intacct. I'm going to go into my timesheet for this week. Here, I can go and I can either add a new timesheet or I can go into an existing timesheet. Here is my existing timesheet, and I can easily delete and add time if needed to. I'm also able to save time. So if I have a certain plan or schedule for the week, I'm able to add that ahead of time. I'm also allowed to add PTO. If I have PTO coming up for July 4th, I'm able to plan for that, and it will already add it to my time card without me doing anything other than entering approval for my PTO. The other thing is that this is able to do on a mobile device. Here I'll be showing it from a desktop, but today I'll go into today's date. I can click on my different pay codes that I need to do. So if it's for per diem, overtime, double time, warranty work, you're able to decide what pay code it needs to be so you can job cost appropriately. Here I'll be putting in my regular pay. I'm also able to pick a location. So if I have different locations or different entities that I need to put in work for my time card, I'm able to do so. Here I'll put in Seattle, and then I can select the different jobs to choose from. Here I'll pick this criterion project. I can put in the different cost codes that are associated with that job. And if I needed to take it further and add classification, if I utilize the class dimension in Intacct, I'm able to use that. Here I have my class dimension here for asbestos removal, and then I can easily put in the time and say how many hours I'm on the job. So I can go here, put that, go up or down. You can even key it in as well. And I can say done and save. And then if you do have any corrections, you can easily put in corrections and recall a timesheet if needed to. Here I can put in any comments if needed, that maybe it was billable or unbillable work. That's where it would be that timesheet might be recalled if it wasn't approved. Here I have that time in here. I'm going to go into Sage Intacct. Here's Sage Intacct, my landing page right here. Now, because there is a direct integration, I'm going to be going into the GL and see how the timesheet talks straight into Intacct. Here, I'll go into the GL. I'll go into some reporting. And I want to be able to see how that job cost hit my job. So I can grab all my dimensions if needed to, and I can say job. There's that criterion project. Let's see, I want to grab add all. Okay. And I want to view. Here's a great example of where that time entry is for that week, how it hit construction operations in Seattle on that Criterion project on that job for my employee, and then where it hit those credits and debits. And it cost coded it as well. So if you do have more questions on how that direct integration works or want to see more of Sage HCM, please reach out to our sales team at ETHOSystems, and we are happy to help you and give you a tour. Thanks and have a great day.